2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Rockets. For the Nets, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Rockets. Nets is next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's basketball out in Brooklyn. Barclays Center is the venue. We'll see the Nets go up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, it'll be interesting to see where they take the game plan tonight. Offensively,
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Hey, Chris, tonight, two teams with a lot of depth. What's the difference in mindset between coming off the bench versus starting the game?
Well, when you start the game, it's like you already know what minutes are planned. You can warm up with the expectation of getting right into the game. You know your assignment. You know the starters that are going to be in the game. Mm-hmm. When you come off the bench, it's different. You know, what's the rotation of the game? When do you get in? Does the coach have a feel to get you in earlier? Is the starter that you're replacing, is he hot and you have to wait an extra 2 minutes? And also, from time of warm-up to time of getting in the game is usually about 15 minutes of real time. And so can you stay loose on the bench and can you train your body to say, wait a minute, I know it's game time, but I need 7 more minutes and then it's my turn to play.
I like that. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harris. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3. Here's KD, following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Harden's shot is off. KD looking around. James Harden with the rebound.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
To the middle, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving finds Jordan. Shoots over Capella. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game. That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Durant. That shot off. And the Rockets take it the other way. Here's Harden on the wing. To the inside. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Nets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Westbrook against Irving. And he makes good on the layup.
Love how Irving mixes it up. Outside, inside. He's effective at playing to his strengths.
The 3 from Harden. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Irving against Westbrook. Durant kicks to Jordan. Here's Harris. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Westbrook surveying the D. Houston gets it back. Right side Gordon for the 3. Here's Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The assertiveness of Capella, when he's playing with passion inside, it forces the D to act.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That's good from Capella.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, an awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Nets trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
For 3, Westbrook up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Irving. The teardrop falls in. Irving's got 6.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
Harden against Harris. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Here's Harris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. No luck that time either.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Tucker tips it back in.
Now, there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Westbrook. Kept alive. Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 5.
Toughness and energy on the boards and an easy putback to show for it.
Westbrook against Durant. And it's sent back by KD. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Houston.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea. You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Shot clock at 5. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Harden. Rockets leading by 6. Pass to Westbrook, 14 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And then for Houston, Daniel House has checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. LeVert with a wide-open look, and again, no good by Brooklyn.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Rivers. That one goes. Count it.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. But that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here's Prince after Austin Rivers' score. It's LeVert on the wing, guarded by Harden. Fires from 14, and it's LeVert missing.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Rivers passes to Harden. Harden draws the double. Outside Gordon. Shoots over Dinwiddie, and it's Houston with another.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here.
Oh!
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. There's the pass to LeVert. Shoots the 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. LeVert's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Capella dishes to Harden. Harden draws the double. Pass to House. Houston moving it around. They get it again. Capella. Excellent D there from Allen.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Harden against LeVert. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Back to LeVert. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. LeVert's got 6 points.
Oh, he can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Now here's Harden. He's got 9.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Dinwiddie up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Dinwiddie finds LeVert. Teardrop shot, and it's James Harden with the rebound. Rockets leading by 8. That's tipped. He dishes it to Rivers. Capella inside. LeVert defending. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Allen outside. 23 seconds left in the first. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Rivers kicks to Harden. In the corner, it's Gordon. The three-pointer off the mark. LeVert with it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead. They're up by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
In 2011, I came into a league where the point guard.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Harden out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Gerald Green. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's House in at the 4 spot. And the first one drops.
And thinking back to when Gerald Green first came into the league, oozing with athleticism, but really not much else. Now he's a completely different and better player than when he first arrived.
And both free throws good for Green. And as amazing as Green was in his dunking as a younger player, he needed to grow as a player.
And the time he spent overseas, I think, really helped with his development and confidence. Came back to the NBA, and really since his return has been a great weapon off the bench for whichever team he's suited up for.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Dinwiddie against Harden. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. LeVert from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. LeVert's got 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Green. Capella, the pass to Green.
Wow, what a heads-up play by Green. Knowing he has a man in a tough spot and getting the contact to draw the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor, and the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat, because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Irving double team. Outside Jordan. Pass to Dinwiddie. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Jordan.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Westbrook finds Green. Back to Westbrook. Takes a three, and Durant sends it back. Dinwiddie attacking. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now look, an assist like that gets Durant more hyped than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
And Tucker kicks to Green. And the pass to Westbrook. Here's the three. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Nets trail by 4. Irving double team. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stolen by Westbrook. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Brooklyn. To the paint. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Chandler's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
KD's shot is off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Fade away. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's Green outside. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Durant, the pass to Irving. Count that bucket. Irving's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Westbrook finds Green. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Irving against Westbrook. Irving double team. Pass to Harris. Down low, Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense, despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
That one goes in.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Westbrook against KD. Now, here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Durant with the steal. Irving with a clean look. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Here's Westbrook, and that one is good. Westbrook's got 12. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Outside Durant, lets it go from deep. Missed that one, still looking for his shot, just 2 for 9. And here's Westbrook, he'll bring it up for the Rockets. Passes it to Rivers. Tries again. Westbrook, no good.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
He gets that one. And that's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The offensive rebound, Tucker. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Irving surveying the floor. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Count the basket. 1:05 left to play here in the half. Harris outside. He kicks it to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Outside Jordan. Shoots over Tucker. Another shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
The Nets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Karis LeVert comes in for Harris. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot.
Harden comes in for Rivers. Rockets trail by 4. Double team on Westbrook. Tucker dishes to Capella. Harden against LeVert. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 11 points.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
One shot.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Brooklyn making some changes. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Caruge is subbed in for Wilson Chandler.
One shot.
Free throw, good, Irving.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, told me Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He came into tonight following a tremendous performance last time out and looks eager for a repeat. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Wilson Chandler out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Irving at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. No good from Jordan.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? That's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from. And that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. It's Durant on the wing. To the middle. Chandler outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And here's Jordan outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Lob pass to Capella. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, nice slam right there from Durant to finish off the play. He's just really good at converting those plays strong.
Down low, here's Capella. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists here tonight, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Tipped away. Stolen by Westbrook. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Off target from outside. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Durant kicks to Harris. Pass to Irving. From deep. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Eric Gordon on the wing. The 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And then Durant with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Durant against Westbrook. And Tucker has it in the corner. They get the rebound. Capella, he misses his third shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Over in the corner, Chandler pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
To the inside. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from James Harden.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
Irving passes to KD. They double-team KD. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And really, Gordon gets these calls because how engaged he is. He's consistent at remaining aggressive.
Chris, as we know, the season began a year ago for Eric Gordon with some poor shooting numbers. Then, halfway through, he blossomed.
Yeah, Kevin, and as you know, he kept focusing all year. He just kept shooting it. And he got better and better and better. His confidence wasn't shaken by it. He still took a ton of threes, and then down the stretch, they started dropping. And you know what he did when that started happening? Drive into the hole because the defense had to respect his shot.
And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Taurean Prince comes in for Wilson Chandler. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon, the last few seasons, has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. A three-pointer, no good. Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Harden surveying the D. The baseline J. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
A ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Dinwiddie finds KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And that one misses. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
The Nets making a switch here. Caruch is checked in. Both good from the line that time. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. Yeah, he's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
He's a top-tier shooter. Gordon, he's a former Sixth Man of the Year winner who plays his role to perfection.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
That one is no good.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Kurucs was the 40th pick and wasn't expected to contribute, Greg, in year one, but his strong play as a rookie has helped rescue a Nets team that was teetering on the brink with the loss of Karis LeVert.
You know, they had guys who could shoot and they had guys who could defend, but no one who could do both. Kurucs can hit open threes, and with that 7'2" wingspan, a factor defensively.
Dinwiddie against Gordon, and stolen by Gordon. And the shot goes in. Gordon's got 10 points.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Now, here's LeVert. He's tightly guarded. Allen against Capella. Allen kicks to LeVert. 4 on the shot clock. Allen trying to break free. A nice shot by LeVert. 13 points in the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Kevin, Capella has a nice array of moves and shots to choose from.
Dinwiddie passes to Kurucs. Harden against LeVert. Prince outside. Three-pointer. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And yes, it's good. Rockets trail by 6. And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Tucker's checked in. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
Rockets have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts. And he can't get the first one.
Quick fact for you guys. P.J. Tucker is the #1 sneakerhead in the NBA, and it's not even close. The man owns hundreds and hundreds of kicks. In the 2018 playoffs, P.J. wore 22 different pairs of shoes in 17 games.
1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to LeVert. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor, and Gordon over to help. To the paint, Prince, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA. When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
And stolen by Prince. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Prince. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead. And here's Harden. 17 points in the game. Pass to Rivers from outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Brooklyn leading by 9. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Rivers in at the point guard.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Here's Harden. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Tucker.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
Irving against Harden. Irving double team. Allen finds Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. Now here's Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Irving double team. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Rivers. Over Irving. And the dunk by Capella.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Irving against Harden. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Harris is checked in for Dinwiddie. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Irving. Goes up off the inbound. The shot misses. Great D that time from Westbrook. Harris against Harden. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Good work defensively by Capella. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Harden. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Harris outside. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 20 points for Kyrie Irving.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the dunk by Capella.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Irving. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The feed now to Gordon. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Irving passes to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Westbrook against Durant. Westbrook can't get it to go.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
And he makes that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Looking to get back on track here. And it's sent back by Allen. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Westbrook. Passes it to Irving. Feeds it to Allen. Makes it off the glass. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Westbrook against Durant. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nets. Irving double teamed. Capella against Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. Irving finds Chandler. Fires for 3. Tries again. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Westbrook against KD. And they pick up 2. And that's now 19 points for Russell Westbrook.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Rockets trailed by 9. Capella trying to free himself up. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Nets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
I like to see Irving working the ball over to his guys. He's an expert at slicing and dicing the D.
Pass to Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Allen against Capella. Chandler kicks to Harris. 13 feet away. And too long on the shot.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check from the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
And it's Harris off the drive. It's good.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 11-point game. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Harris against Harden. Harris passes to Chandler. The dish to Irving. It's good. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
On a night like this, Irving forces the D to step back and to take his medicine. They can't do anything about it.
Here's Westbrook. They get it back.
Oh, that athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Gets an open look and hits. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half.
Oh, and that catch and shoot Jay from Harden is unblockable. Just quickly shooting off the pass.
KD draws the double. Chandler kicks to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside Irving. And there's the pass to Harris. Chandler outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Houston gets called for the foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. He hits both from the stripe. Rockets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Harden against Harris. For 3. Harden, no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Brooklyn.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kyrie Irving.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. No good from outside. Inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Such a strong player. Even when you hit Capella, he still possesses the muscle to get it done.
Here's Nwaba. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge.